'Twas the night before battle rap, and all through the house, not a lyric was mumbled, all bars, no doubt. As eager fans waited for tomorrow to arrive, in hopes of finally escaping their dull, dreary lives, they sat and they waited, hanging on to all news, and watching the clock, some was singing the blues. But tomorrow will come, and tomorrow will dawn, bringing orders to restore until all gas is gone. Restore order. This is the wave. This is the real wave, not the microwave, the macro wave, the big change that needs to happen. Because why? Oh, let me show you, man. I do not want to see the ascension of a mumble battle rapper to come into fruition and just take over what the culture is and change it into something that it never was intended to be. Never was intended to be. True lyricists, real lyricism, bars that matter, bars that every bar count. Even every league owner appreciates lyrics over gas, lyrics over the entertainment value, the WWE-ness of it. That waters it down. That waters it down tremendously. That's why even Smack URL, Smack White, Troy, like, he said it himself. He had even events, bars over names. Bars over, why did that come about? Because the big names was slipping up, dropping the ball, losing battles, not caring, coming half repair. Restore order. Restore order. The power is literally in your hands as the league owners, as the battlers, as the bloggers, as the fans. We control the narrative. We give the power to those in control. We let battlers get away with things, so they're going to keep doing it. You got to boycott, picket, or vote by your viewership. Don't watch their battles. Especially if they going on talking about they 3-0'd someone and their opponent was trash. They just gave you the spoiler to the movie. Each battle, think about this. Smack talk about classic. I drop classic after classic after classic. And all league owners, all battle league owners want to have classic battles. Nobody wants to have a whack battle on their resume. If the battle is whack, or they feel like it's just, it didn't have the bars, it didn't have the lyricism, it didn't have what the league wanted, then they gonna shelf that battle. They might not ever put it out. That's why you have vaulted battles. Unfortunate for like a lyricism, a lyricist like Cortez. Cortez got bars. If his opponent didn't come all the way prepared, then unfortunately maybe that battle get vaulted. Not Cortez's fault, but Cortez, and correct me if I'm wrong. There might be some footage of him out there saying that his opponent was garbage, and he smoked they boots, and they was whack all 3 rounds. If he had said that, then of course your battle was vaulted. You gave the spoiler. Nobody wanted to see that garbage. If the opponent choked and all that, it's unfortunate, especially when one battler comes prepared and the other one is not prepared. It destroys a classic. But real fans, they still want to see them joints. They might not get the viewership, but they still want to hear the bars from the battler that came prepared. Why punish a Cortez or someone that actually cares about their battle? Every battle they come 100 million%. They don't slack. They not known for slacking. And people make fun about some of these battlers that they really treat this art form with respect. They treat it like it's real art. Like each round is They painting the canvas. They painting the picture. They Bob Ross in the hell out of it. You know, like, they respect it. It's not just, and I get that there's things in life that just come easy naturally for some people. Some people just pull from a source. You know, some of us just pull from a source and we don't even have to work extra hard as others to put on a miraculous show. But I think that it's a gift and a curse, because sometimes we get too used to that and then we get complacent. We get content. We kind of ease up on the gas, and we feel like, oh, I don't come prepared, and I still smoked this guy Boots, and he came prepared, and it was a good battle. It's a classic. So then you kind of get cocky. You get this stuck in your mind that, like, oh, I got away with it 3 times in a row. This is what I am. Think about this. You got rappers like Biggie, rest in peace, peace be upon. That said, people, he didn't really say, but you would hear Puffy and other people say, like, never seen Biggie write a lyric. Never seen him write a lyric. He'd listen to the beat. He'd be out in the lobby or in the little lounge area of the studio, listen to the beat, and then he'd go in and record his verse. And then go in and do his next verse. And that was his process. Like, he'd think about what happened through the day or that week or that month, or just however the beat resonated with him, and then he'd go and do his thing. That story, that narrative got carried away, and other rappers started, you hear people tell similar stories about other rappers. Jay-Z, he don't write, they say. He just got the memory of a freaking, I'm losing light, but he got that impeccable memory that, he just retained information like a sponge, and then you got Lil Wayne, they say, does that as well. Lil Wayne used to write, and then he started dropping mixtape after mixtape after mixtape, purging himself, getting rid of all of his writtens, and then he just started, doing the whole process the same way Biggie, the same way Jay-Z, a lot of the greats do. So you can say that's, also being quick on your toes, being witty, being sharp, being innately, intuitively, just sharp with it. And you got your great freestyle lyricists. I think that, like, a lot of, like, Wu-Tang, a lot of the members in Wu-Tang, they just freestyle some of the best music ever. A lot of the lyricists, you can freestyle, you can pull from these different sources, you can do these things, and then you can jump in and out of your writtens. I think that's the beauty of it. If you come half-assed prepared and you got away with it, you dodged the bullet, you won a battle, and then you did it again, I just don't think you should get carried away with it, because everybody have those moments where they slip up and they fall. Charlie Clips, Charlie Clips, to me, always been a dope battler. Always been a dope battler. And then he started getting too cocky. And even his quote-unquote whack battles, I think Charlie still be having bars to me. But people be like, yeah, but his setup and schemes and punches, like, all of it, sometimes it hit, sometimes it land, but sometimes it be, like, easy. You could see where it's coming a mile away. Oh, he about to rhyme, blow your top off with, you can see that coming. That's going to be the 4th bar, coming, like, drop off, get mopped off, spaghetti into the sauce off, gonna blow his top, like, they could just see it coming. But I'm saying all that to say, like, whatever is your kung fu, however you master your martial art lyrical skill in your dojo, and you rehearse it, or you don't rehearse it in the mirror, or however you do, like, if you respect the art form, there's sometimes you can freestyle, you can pull from the source, you can do those things. But I think that also, just out of respect and courtesy for the culture, for the art form, put down some lyrics as well. Even if you don't literally write it down, if you're not a writer like that, like New Jersey Twerk, he said he don't write his rounds. He said he'll go and he'll say it over and over in his head, and he kind of know, all right, this is how my round 1 gonna go, and he'd do the same thing throughout his rounds. So of course that's why he had some bad showings a couple times, you know, especially if it just his window of preparation wasn't all the way there. He's still, people got to remember, like, Twerk is he's still technically a new battle rapper, but at the same time he's a vet with it, which is crazy because, like, just getting battle after battle after battle, even losing. And like the one thing about this is like my channel, like I said, is not going to be a battle rap channel. It's going to be all over the place because that's how I like it. My life is all over the place. But you know, when I'm talking about battle rap, for the most part, you're not going to hear me dog anybody out, any battle rapper, any blogger, any league, because I love the culture so much, and I love the art form so much that I just wanted to win. I'm not trying to focus on too hard on the negativity and who's doing it. I'm just thinking of, is there an overall negative problem, and how can we alleviate that problem? How can we provide solutions? How can we restore order, just so that the whole movement, the whole culture, the whole platforms and art form of it can remain a solid structure and a solid foundation, and we don't let the foundation crumble right beneath our feet, and then it becomes something else. Like, think about this. All of you current battle rap fans and current battle leagues and battlers and bloggers, 10 years from now, what is it going to look like? 10 years ago, nobody knew that it was going to reach the level of exposure where it's at right now. So we're in a really good spot. We're in a really unique situation to do some amazing things. But the next 20 years from now, how do we want that to look? Like, we're in the evolution of it. And 10 years from now, if the number one battle rapper is a mumble battle rapper, just garbage bars, just like, you know, it has no replay value, it has no triple entendres, no metaphors, no similes, no thought-provoking, nothing new under the sun, just like regurgitated. And if it becomes a common trait where people can steal bars and just be sloppy with it, unprepared, and that's like accepted and the wave, like, that is, we all gonna be kicking ourselves later. So I think when people are disrespecting the culture and the art form and not courteous, we should call them out on it. Call them out on it, or continue to keep saying restore order. And don't vote by, if you don't want to, you know, call someone out, then vote by your viewership, by not viewing. There's so many battles out there that I have not seen that are top big battles, but, you know, it's the way that is marketed by the actual participants, by the actual battlers, by the league, that it's just it's clear as day that it's not worth the viewership. And there's battles that I click on and I'm like, oh man, you know, I'm 30 seconds in, I'm like, all right, and then I have to speed it up, click around, see if they're gonna really say something. Then I'll be like, all right, well, that ain't good. I'll go to the next battler, go to his first round, see what he talking about. If he cooking, then I might end up just watching all of his rounds, and the other person I'll be like, nope, nah, you know. So I don't know, I just think that we need to start thinking for ourselves. And when the actual battler, when they are not promoting it, when they're not promoting it before, during, or, you know, if they're not promoting the battle before, any type of advertising and marketing, and then after the battle they're talking trash about the battle, you know, about their opponent, it's just like, it's the spoiler for me. Like, if I'm battling somebody, even if they doodle juice and the crowd is booing, I'm not going to let the crowd boo them. The crowd boo them, then that messes up my battle. That messes up the overall battle. Like, I don't understand, like, when people get the crowd on their side, that's literally, you jumping this person. Like, it's just like that ain't a fair one. You use the crowd to your advantage to boo, and you try to influence the crowd to boo the person. You literally don't know how to fight. Anyway, man, I'm done with this. Peace, love, smile, truth, galaxy. I'm Zachary. I see you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be kind to nature. The universe will support you. Restore order. Don't water the industry.